Hello, hello. So today's upgrade for the wife's BMW is an Apple CarPlay head unit. To replace the original iDrive display, but also incorporate the iDrive display. Because I found with the 135, I had done away with iDrive, which meant when I had a tyre pressure issue, I had to reinstall the old head unit just to clear the fault, which was a nightmare. So this one incorporates iDrive. You can switch between menus and Android and CarPlay and...
Whoa!
So that's the display.
Holy cow!
It's big, isn't it? Don't say it. Don't say it. So that's going to be the new display. And we have, as is usual, a load of splodgers comes with the kit. That'll be the bracket to hold the display down. And a plethora of cables.
The bag of wires.
Bag of wires.
I think it's the same thing as ours, so you got to move the optical and...
So that'll be...
Wi-Fi.
There'll be a GPS one. That looks like that's a GPS one.
Yeah.
And we just chuck them in. We don't actually install them. We just chuck them behind the head unit. That is so that you can have USB power for your phone. You don't actually need to connect it. It will be wireless CarPlay. And that is the main unit that goes into the car. I'm hoping we can find the reverse camera. It should be there, the same as any other one.
Yes. If not, we can always order one and put it in.
What we generally have to do is from the original head unit, there will be an optical green one.
Yeah.
And you have to take it out of the original harness and clip it into the back of, I think it's the outer one of these.
Yeah, I think so. We'll check.
And then we've got full connectivity and it integrates with the steering wheel controls, in theory. As I said, we've done a couple of these already and it's gone really well so far, so fingers crossed.
We'll get to it.
So this is a 2011 F25 X3 3-litre petrol. And this is the current iDrive display that we have. It doesn't even have sat-nav in it. You can do various things in it, but it's pretty basic. Great for the time it was when it was new, but it's a bit outdated now. So that's what's coming out of the car, and this is going to replace it. Actually, it looks like a decent fit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You glue it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the plan is we're going to take out the heater control. We're going to switch it off. Take out the heater controls.
Or you switch it off.
Take out the heater controls, find the wiring, we'll figure it out. So this will stay. And then
well, it's got to come out, then it will go back in.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll figure it out from there. So check back in with us, people.
Remove vent, maybe from the top. I don't remember what he did. Yeah. And those noises you hear are normal. It's just the clips letting go. The first time you do something like this, you're going to be scared you're breaking stuff, but it's just the plastic trim pieces that are in behind, probably.
This is falling apart.
Yeah, it needs a new starter button too. And then in behind there's going to be some wiring which you'll have to disconnect by doing a various push and pull methods.
One for the start button, and then these ones over here as well. We probably don't need to film all of it.
No.
It feels moist.
Torxing.
Actually, we're going to grab a cloth, or we will clean it on the way back in again.
Yeah, I would take it out and clean it all.
Yeah.
So find a Torx bit. And then we have Torx driver.
Yep. Go.
So there should be 4 of those, 2 up top, and then there's a trim panel that comes off the bottom. Don't lose the screws because you'll need those to put all this stuff back in. And then in theory,
I'll put that down there.
Once all this comes out, it's just plugging in the new head unit, popping in the bracket,
hooking up the audio output to the auxiliary in, which is in here.
Yeah, and then done. So there's a trim panel down there that pops off.
I think it's one piece that goes all the way up. So it's these two here are what's holding this piece up, and it's quite stiff to get it out. Oh, I wonder what that... Oh, it's a light.
Oh, maybe it's burned out.
Don't know.
Oh well, unplug.
Do we need to unplug it? Or
I would unplug and get it out of the way.
Yeah, or we can maybe just leave it there.
It's up to you.
Yeah. Fold it out of the way. And then we've got 2 more Torx under here, holding the head unit and the heater controls in. And in theory, it should start sliding out. Okay. The way these come off is you just unfold the tab, the wee black grey tab across. It's usually where fingernails are.
You gotta push it down, yep, and then easy.
Well, you can see this piece has to go in order for that to slide over. We just switched it on again. So that bit pushes it in, and then the grey bit pushes over it.
There we go.
And it comes off. So that's this panel released. I think we're going to have to take this out because the wiring harness is behind that.
Yes. Oh, same size, handy.
Very un-Germanic.
Yes.
But efficient, so Germanic.
Yes. Are they the same size screws?
Yeah.
Like length? Okay.
Seem to be. Should be 2 more under there somewhere.
Okay, as long as we don't. And then there's many. Here, I'll hold if you want.
So, not coming far. Just that one.
Yes.
Let's hope it's the same size Torx. Hey, they have those Germans, man.
Smart guys. Except for that period between like 1937 and 1945. Not so smart.
The Germans.
And 1919 to 1924, not so smart.
Yeah, we don't talk about those things, though.
No.
So listen, don't mention the war.
So this should be the only thing holding the display in place. And I presume the mount for the new display mounts to these points.
I would think so.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Here it comes. Oh. Just pops right out, kind of, ish.
And then we should have...
A couple of connectors.
None of these have the reversing camera, though. I'm not seeing the reversing camera display yet.
Maybe it'll just be integrated.
I hope so.
Well, we'll test it in a couple minutes and find out.
They're never easy to get off.
No, German.
There we go. One.
Two.
Display release.
In the bin.
In the bin.
In the bin.
So what we can do is hook on the new display. So we're going to do a dry fit and make sure everything actually works before we commit to this. So we've got that one will go onto there. Is that going to there? It goes into this one. And then, okay, so what we're going to do, this bit is the piece that ends up going into the back of the head unit. And this piece goes into, no, that's the wrong way around. This piece is the piece that goes into the back of the head unit in replacement of this. And this will feed in. So essentially we're piggybacking off and we're going to feed this one, which is an audio out. If I can find the end of it. That goes into the auxiliary audio in. And this feeds up to the display. But we need the optical from here.
From here.
To feed into this one.
Yes.
So we're going to pop it out here. It is the green at the very bottom, right in this case, and the black. So we're going to pop those out. There's actually not a lot of room in this one to do it. I can't see what I'm doing, which is not helping.
Oh, flashlight?
I think I do.
There we go.
Give you a nice snug click into place. So that part, we're now done with this part. So this part can go back into the back of the head unit.
Yep. So good idea, test everything before you button it back up. So we've connected the cables to the factory head unit. You don't need that one. You just need the starter button. Put it on.
Because I've got no button to press at the moment, and that's a valid point.
No, this can go away. So, you'll need to reconnect the starter button.
Try and fix that as well when it's apart, because it's a bit skanky looking. Okay.
And then you can test everything before you get it mounted.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah-ish. No smoke. That's good. I can't do anything.
Notice. Oh, here we go.
Warning. Can't.
It's because it's on that one.
That's okay.
Android.
Handroiding.
That was why we were going to plug that one in.
It's okay.
So this looks exactly the same
Okay.
as ours. Okay, so with that successfully dry fitted and actually working, we're going to take it all back out, run the cables through the mount, the plastic mount thing. We'll find the GPS antenna, the Wi-Fi antenna for the headgear. We'll get those all buttoned in as well, and we'll do the final fit. So check back with us. So we managed to get the plastic mount in place. It's a bit fiddly to get in there. It does hook in at the top, and then you've got the two mounting holes that we took out of the other one. So we're going to do that, and we've fed the cables through. What we have discovered when we did the dry fit is the reversing camera is not going to work, but the boot button on this one needs to be replaced anyway. So we'll buy a replacement one with the camera. We'll run some cables and we'll.
And it'll be a better camera anyways, higher definition. So just be a pain to run the cables, but you do what you got to do. So top tip, mount the screen to the bracket, then put the bracket in the car. Otherwise you'll never get the two clips on the back to seat.
Yeah, so there's 4 clips on the back. There's 2 at the bottom on the outer, and there's 2 in the slightly above on the inner. And what we were finding is we can get those in and slide it down, and it felt like it was correct, but then the top would slide out a bit. So the top wasn't connecting in, and the only way we could do it was to take the bracket off, redo it, and then slide it back in. And it wasn't that difficult. It went in eventually.
It's pretty secure now.
Yeah.
And then reassemble.
Yep. Okay, so we've plugged in the one that connects to the door lock switch and the hazard warnings. We've connected the other one, which is some sort of heater control, I guess, and the start button. So if we press the button now,
whoa!
hey, it works.
Instant.
Very good. So we'll turn it all off. We can button it back up, run the aux cable to the aux in.
And the USB cables.
And the
then
USB cables, which we've got run. Well, so that's the aux in coming out there. The USB cables are coming out of there. Now the fun begins, getting this thing back in again.
Oh yeah, it's got to go under. Oh yeah, there we go.
And then it should just snap in at some point. So there's obviously an extra cable running from down here up to this screen. So what we've done is we've put it directly between the 2 heater vents. So in theory, it should sneak in theory. Or not.
So it's all in and working, Apple CarPlay working, connecting. We just have to run the aux cable along the side to here and the USB cables.
Plenty of it. And then the USB cables are coming out here. She'll probably never use them anyway.
They
so
just get tucked up in there. Yeah.
So we just need to figure out where we're going to run this and then click this one back into place and we're done. And it's nice and snappy. There's your CarPlay. You've got all your apps in there as usual.
And the reverse camera works.
The reverse camera works. We had to just change a setting within the Android side of things. So if you go to My Car, this takes you to the Android side of things. And you can go into your settings. And we did system settings.
Yeah, no.
We're really good
settings.
at this. Settings. And then...
reverse camera select.
Yeah, and we just went to original. And it worked a treat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then if you want to get your original iDrive, press the menu button. Press the menu button again, press and hold. And you get your iDrive fits in here because you've selected your resolution correctly and you still get your car display stuff going on in here. Happy. And it sounds really good.
Done.
How many more do you think we'll do? How long do you reckon before Justin wants one of these?
Oh, I've already told him he wants one.
Wait till he sees this when I pop round in a minute.
Okay.
As usual, guys, thanks for watching. Do the like, comment, subscribe thing. If you've got questions, put them in the comments. If you've got any encouragement for us, pop it in the comments.
Otherwise, shut up.
We really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. So we were in the process of just nicely routing the cable into the auxiliary port, and we unplugged it, and the music continued. So we can just...
60% of the time, it works every time.
So we're just going to tuck it back in there. We don't need it. Why would we bother with it? How it's working, we don't know.
Bluetooth.
Pardon me. Who knew?
I wonder if ours work.
But it sounds great, so we're just going to tuck it up, and if there's ever any issues, we'll find the cable again. There you go, quick update.